So how do you keep your diary full, Stella? Because I know you've got a lot to manage, being here, keeping your clients happy, especially in January, where, you know, maybe people don't want their nails done as much. Whereas I feel at Christmas, those 2 weeks before Christmas, everyone wants their manicure.
Okay, so January's pretty full for me already. So this is offering facial treatments and body treatments. I've just taken on 5 new different treatments. So I'm offering it to my clients as obviously a smaller cost for January to come in, have that pampering, have that relax. So offering other things around that time if you're finding it difficult. But my clients book 3 monthly. I don't let them book any further forward than that because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how much Rich is pushing me around the country. So they're only allowed to do 3 months at a time. So I know that my clients are already booked in. And if there was a lull, then I'm going to take some time off.
And what do you say to them? Do you want to rebook now? Because otherwise you're not going to get your spot. How do you start that? Because your clients are regular now, so they're used to the way you work. But let's say I'm starting out tomorrow. How do I make them think that my column's full and they need to book, that they can't just call me on the day?
Because a lot of my ladies are business, London ladies that come to me, they have to keep up their appearances. So for them, it's more about fitting in with my schedule. So they want to make sure they're in because they need their nails done. But I do think it's something you have to learn to deal with when you're new to doing this type of industry. So I think it's learning how you can say about putting clients in or how you go about getting those clients in. I mean, my diary's there. They're straight in as soon as we're talking. Even sometimes they book it before we even start the treatment. So it's about your etiquette and how you run that business.
And having the confidence to actually even just say, do you want to book back in? Because most of the time when I'm going for treatments, no one even asks if I want to book back in.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't even... That just happens, you know, that you have to, because that's part of even just asking somebody for some money. You know, we find that all really difficult. You know, I've been going around the country this year and everyone's like, oh, I find it really difficult. Well, then, you know, have some visual boards up, put your costings up there. If somebody wants nail art, charge for it, talk to them about it. You know, it's going to take me an extra half an hour to do that. It's all about planning and just being knowing what you want going forward. So it does come with confidence eventually, but you've got to put those rules in place straight away, you know.
And Vanessa and Emma, in this salon environment, how do you encourage your therapists to rebook? Because you guys can probably do it with your eyes closed like Stella can, but how do you make sure that therapists who are maybe newer to the industry rebook?
I try to encourage all the team to, both Emma and I try to encourage the team to really engage with their customer and almost take their customer. We talk about these journeys, everything's got a journey nowadays. So even a nail journey or a lash journey, whatever it is, so that whoever the team member is saying to their client, I want to be part of your nail journey. I've just done them. I want to see you in 2 weeks. Can you please book back in with me? So shall we book your appointment? And we also try to make it casual enough that you can book your appointment, but you're not tied to this. Like, if you need to change it, give us a call. That's okay. We'll change it for you, but book in. Yeah. And we also hype ourselves up a little bit by saying we are getting really booked up. We'll be busy. You won't get that appointment if you don't do it. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you have to just like push yourself out there. Just say what you need to say.
Yeah, sure. And Sophie, I know your ladies are self-employed and manage their own column. Do you find that difficult? Because in some ways that's their own business. So you can only say to them so much, well, you need to rebook, but how do you manage that?
Because they're self-employed, if they don't work, they don't get paid. So they've already, it's a good incentive, exactly. So they are constantly plugging it. And well, I've always been very on it with trying to get people back in. And when I first started out, I'm not one of these people that's afraid to ask for payment, by the way. I'm like, no, it's a service. I wouldn't go into somewhere and not expect, someone to ask. So I've always been quite forthcoming with things like that, obviously in a professional manner. But when it comes to rebooking, if somebody hasn't rebooked, it's been 3 weeks. What I used to do when I first started out, I'd look at my diary, who was in 3 weeks ago, okay, message them. Say, do your nails need redoing? Because I have space at this time next week. And they so often come back and say, oh, yeah, I do want to rebook. Because life gets busy. Yeah, that's all I did. I just sent it over text. Life gets busy, doesn't it? So, and if you, at the end of your appointment or towards the end of your nail appointment with them, if you say, oh, have you got any ideas for next time? Or it's Christmas coming up, have you got any ideas for that? And then it gets their cogs working, and then they think, oh, I need to book in. And all of my clients that book in for December will book their January appointment as well, because that gets quite booked up, because I'm off between Christmas Eve and New Year. So
that's quite a good thing to say as well, that I'm off. So actually, if you want January, you need to book in. Yeah.